Good evening, everybody. Welcome. How the devil are we? Are we well? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you've had a cracking time. Blue Prodigy, appreciate the follow. Ketefalio, appreciate the follow. Whoever, appreciate the follow. In fact, actually, look at that. Ticker has obviously given us a shout earlier on. That's very, very kind indeed. Welcome. Lulu Booster is in. We've also got Ian. We've got United White Leeds. We've got the Thick Stooges in. Blue Prodigy. We've just done there. Ropper, on United Leeds. Arsenal, Croaky, George. Zeep, Barton. Statline Andrew. McConville. Dan. It's nice to have you all here. Welcome. And of course to YouTube as well. Pleasure to see you also. Robbie Gunny in UFC Pro. Happy Saturday, Big Tone. Cracking win. Yes, it was a cracking win. We'll take that. We're going to sit second in the Premier League. Have a little bit of a nice time, to be honest, because that's what happens when you're a team who apparently hasn't played anyone good yet. So there you go. That's this Premier League things. It's just easy, isn't it? I don't know what he's all on about. Best league in the world. It's nonsense. All you got to do is get promoted and you just end up winning the league. It's going to be fine. Welcome, one and all. I should probably try and carry some of that momentum into this stream, to be honest, because we did do a little bit of improvement last night. We did some bad results last night as well, by the way. Got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Sheffield Wednesday. Lost to Burnley. Lost to Brentford, having been 2-1 up. We then lost 4-2 because I couldn't work out the in and out possessions. So that was a bit of a worry after Trey Hume got sent off. Crazy Bray, appreciate the sub, my friend. 24 months. Wagwan, indeed. Hariz, why are people complaining about FM26? It's been quite good to me. Do you know what? That is a great question. We need to get to the bottom of why people are complaining about FM26 because, and I don't want to stir up anything at all, right? But the reason I want to ask that question, Xhaka is going to win a Premier League before Arsenal. He really is. It's going to be mint. Xhaka is going to lift the Premier League title in a Sunderland shirt. And you're right, Dan, he's totally scoring a rocket at the Emirates. So here we go. Right. This is the question I want to ask before we get into the save is, what are your thoughts on FM26? I see some of you already put comments on there already, so thank you for that. We'll discuss it as we go through. I want to know what you think about it. And I'm worried because some comments are getting missed, right? And some people are afraid to express their feelings for fear of criticism or fear of being ridiculed or fear of being called something that they're not. Now, I want to have a bit of an open forum tonight. Let's have a chat about it. I'll give you my views as to where I am. There'll be some bits tonight, by the way, where I will try and sit and go into content mode because Chris is going to be editing this stream as we go through. But let's have a chat about it, right? Because I need to work out where you're all at with it. Because I'm about, well, what I got the alpha like Monday. We did alpha access Tuesday. Wednesday we did some stuff as well, and then Thursday was beta. So we've had about a week on it now, and I think that my view is starting to change. Right? I think it's starting to change. I actually don't think it's that bad. That bad being the caveat. Let's jump into the game, shall we? So here we go then. Let's get in with it, shall we? Welcome everybody, one and all, to Sunderland in the Premier League. In real life, Sunderland currently sits second. In the virtual world, Sunderland are 15th because I'm in charge here and I'm not as good as Reggie Lebris. So there is that. So let's find out then what's people's views. We've got a few people scratching their heads, to be honest. Adam on YouTube says, I'm liking it. I like that I'm learning a new game. Football Manager needed an overhaul. That's a good comment. It does feel like it's a new game. Okay? I like that. Gunny says, waiting for console. Yeah, that's right. We don't know what's happening with console yet. We don't know what's happening with touch, with mobile. We've got no information about that yet. That, of course, will be a different user experience for those people. Or it might be quite similar. I don't know, to be honest. I've not really played much of either of those platforms, so I'm waiting to find out what happens there. Hype Train is on the way, by the way, so appreciate that over on Twitch. You're all doing the Lord's work as always. Cats hated it to start off with. Miles did say it's a new game and forget everything from before. That is a great point because, yes, you have to unlearn quite a lot of stuff. And as I say, I've been streaming this since Thursday, and I did a little bit of alpha content. A little bit, by the way. I did a video, and I did a 90-minute stream. So 30-minute video, 90-minute stream. And I think I'm starting to see the process now. Like, you might have seen it last night. I thought about this while I was driving around it on today. I was like, I'm clicking on this screen quite quickly now. And I wonder whether people are picking up on it or not. And I think that a lot of people have said the UI is clunky and illogical. And at first, it is clunky and illogical. At first, it absolutely is. But when you start to work out where things are, things start to not make sense, but you start to become aware of where stuff is. For example, who was it? Sai Maggio told me the data hub apparently is up here, and I can find that from somewhere. I was trying to find it. There it is. Right, good. Let's have the data hub on there, because I might need that, because I couldn't find it the other day. So there's our data hub. Cool. It's not logical. It's not logical by any stretch of the imagination, but it feels like a move. Because we could sleepwalk FM24. This feels different. Salty B's in, by the way. Let's see what Salty's got to say. The one bad thing about the UI is that things have been stripped out of it. The navigation is fine. We get used to that. Things missing and removed isn't good. That's fair. That's fair. Things, my beloved squad comparison screen, gone. I love that screen. Gone. You know, transfer deadline day, gone. Director of football, apparently director of football might be in Barton. Hang on 2 seconds. Someone mentioned that on, I think Matt mentioned it in Discord, didn't he? Where is it? It's in the recruitment section called something else. Is it in the player recommendations screen? Nah, it's not that, is it? You're right. Like, who knows where things are, really, I suppose. Transfer room sort of is that, I suppose, in a sense. Yeah, it's not the same as the staff recommendation, is it? So that's not there. Go to transfer activity and you'll find it. In there, director of football offers. Default normal. Add. Create new group. No, that's for players trying to be... Multiple players can be added to each group to allow them to negotiate the signings. No, that's to get players in, isn't it? Like, do you remember the old days where you could have the director of football suggest 3 players for you? That could be the one. That's what we're trying to work out at this point. Where's that? Don't know. We are trying to find some bits and pieces in a new UI. Of course, is tricky. What we got over here on YouTube? Don Leventino Productions. TJ, first time I'm here in your stream. I did watch you during the Football Manager Ruined My Life. Sure, didn't know streaming. Was so glad to have found you from Love FM26 from being played from 89. Nice, look at that. That's cool. Welcome in, Don Leventino, sorry. Nice to have you in here. And of course, nice to meet people who've been a fan of the stand-up show as well. It's nice to see that still does the rounds. So if you haven't seen that, by the way, and you're wondering what on earth people are about, years ago, I did, hang on, just in the back there, I did a stand-up show called Football Manager Ruined My Life, and it was, I ended up doing a tour of the UK, and it was my first ever Edinburgh Fringe show, and it was cool. I liked it. It was really, really nice, and we went around the place, and we had some good shows, so we put it up on YouTube if you've not seen it. I will caveat it with, it's very old, right, okay? Don't hold any of what I look like or sound like, you know, it is old, right? But if you want to have a look at it, go and have a look at it. United City FM is not old, by the way. Welcome in, sir. A pleasure to see you. Old but gold. Bless you, Dan. Bless you. You're a sweet talker, aren't you? There's no way you're a funny guy. Surely not. No, not at all. Not at all, Kev. Not at all. Cats, if there was 2 or 3 changes, how many people would have moaned that they had 2 years and done nothing? Great point, Cats. Great point. Yeah, Had they not done something huge, people would complain. Had they done something, people complain. Alexi, being able to filter players on expiring contracts is gone, and this basically kills lower league saves. No, it doesn't. It's here. This is where you're... do you mean like... So you've got it here for contracted players. There. That's your players. Do you mean like searching for players with expiring contracts? Hang on. Is that out? No, it's not. It's there. Expiring contracts. I did hear a rumour, and this is what might kill lower league saves. I did hear a rumour. Apparently, trials are the buzzword broken. I don't know what that means, but can someone explain to me what it means by trials are broken? Because that could ruin lower league saves. Because that is essentially free scouting. Let me know what the situation with that is, by the way. Giroud lover, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I've not seen you for a while. Happy Larissa Day to you. Hope you're good. We beat Panzerakos today. Get in. We are, of course, all Larissa fans still from the day we started last year, apart from that little blip in the European Cup final when they didn't want us to manage them anymore. But apart from that, it's fine. Gurunant, I'm complaining about the 2D match quality during the match. Do you think they're going to improve it? It's awful. Do you mean the main 2D screen? I can't imagine so. That's literally as low quality as you can get. The 2D Buzzy B thing, that I don't like that personally. I don't like that. It's just a bit too much for me, to be honest. I do feel a little bit like a passenger still in games. Maybe I've got to get a new way of living in that. I haven't quite worked out what I do during games yet. Maybe that's the big thing. Maybe that's what I need to learn, right? Tactically, I've got to learn something as well. I've really got to learn something. Changing colours on the attributes is a big one. That is a big one, actually. Ropper, I agree. I like that. Changing the attribute colours depending upon the league standard you're at. It was also mentioned as well, and I forget who's seen it, but I saw it earlier on and I was like, I like that comment. Mark all red becomes your friend in this game. There's a lot of messages, isn't there? There really is a lot of messages. At least you're not picking up on the big six clubs. I don't want to do that. Well, I mean, I'm currently playing as one of the top 2 clubs in the Premier League at the minute, so no player traits training. Well, see, I never did player traits anyway. Players. Wolfie's in. Wolfie, hello, my friend. How are you, buddy? Happy birthday for the day, dude, by the way. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. We'll shout Wolfie out, by the way. Appreciate the follow, my man. We played football with Wolfie as part of the old Slough Callum Fest. And if you haven't met Wolfie, by the way, he is a dude, an absolute dude. Not just a content creator, but also a trainee wrestler as well. Genuinely one of the most fun people I've met in a long time. So make sure you go and drop Wolfie a follow. I'm very good, thank you, buddy. How about yourself? Hope you're good too. Thank you for stopping by. How are you finding FM26, by the way? Are you enjoying it? Are you frustrated with it? Have you given it a bit of a kick? Have you sort of went, it's fine, we're all right? Giroud lover, appreciate the bits, man. Very kind indeed. Very, very kind. Get Wolfie playing Wrestling Manager. I'm going to get Wolfie to join me on Pro Wrestling Simulator, actually. I think that'll be pretty cool. Me and Wolfie on that. It'd be awesome. We'll form... he can book one show. I can book... Actually, why don't we do that? Why don't we just do that? Right, Wolfie, if you've ever done Pro Wrestling Sim, we did it for a little bit during FM24 Dead Time. Should we team up and do that? Like, me and you will book a competing show. If you're down for that, send me a DM and we'll try and work it out. God, my ADHD's hitting hard in it today. It really is. You're down. Cool. Let's get it sorted. Right. Okay. Yeah. Ping me a DM and we'll link that up. That sounds class. There we go. That's how plans get made. That's how plans get made. You know. Also as well, we'll get you on the pod as well. I'm sure have a great time chatting to you. I fully expect written out promos. Oh, Crazy Brit, I freestyle. I'm not writing shit down. You've seen how I perform, right? I'm not going by your rules. Come on. Not writing that. This is, what's this? This is the Nottingham Forest game. So, in real life, we beat Nottingham Forest. Thanks to Trey Hume not getting fouled. So, Nottingham Forest players diving around, simulation, I believe it was. Got a free kick. Xhaka pinged it through. Alderete header in, 1-0. I would take the same again in this match, to be honest. I would take it. Remember, of course, we are 3 games unbeaten at this point. I apologise, by the way, to anyone who's come in the stream and realised we're talking about Football Manager as if it's actually a game right now, because normally we don't talk about the game at all. We talk a load of nonsense for 3 hours. But because it's a new game, I sort of feel like I have to get a little bit involved in it somehow, you know? Beja Baldsky Blueprint, I'm going to whoop your ass butt on a Saturday. Exactly. Wolfie, loving FM26 is different, but different was needed. That's it. Different was needed. 11 years with the same UI was long enough. I feel like, and hear me out on this one, right? We've just bought, we bought a new car just before the Slough match. I know, showing off, right? But Mrs. J wanted an automatic rather than a manual. So we bought an automatic, and I was like, I've not driven an automatic before. And I started driving it, and I was like, okay, cool. It took me a few days to get used to the idea of driving an automatic. Okay? That's what this is like. It's like driving a slightly different car. And I know Miles has used the similar analogy, and I get it. He used it like driving on the side of the road. I get it. Every now and again, driving an automatic, occasionally, when I'm looking to reverse out of a parking space, I will try and go forward because it's the wrong gear. And that is where we're at currently with the UI, right? Overall, I'm starting to get the hang of it. But occasionally, I will be like, how have I ended up here? Like, I'm not meant to be in this bit. Where have I got to? All of a sudden, I'm in the big bad woods, right? Okay, and I need to back out a little bit. That's where I'm at. Yeah? Keenan Baldwin, appreciate the follow. And as you've done that, the one and only FM Llama has showed up. My word, legends are in the chat tonight. Llama, how the devil are you, buddy? Hope you're good. Welcome. FM26 is like going from driving an automatic to driving an articulated lorry with no brakes. Llama's gone the other way. He's totally gone the other way. The best thing about that, though, Llama, is that if you're an articulated lorry, just knock everyone out of the way. Yeah, knock everyone out of the way. I was going to ask, how are you finding it? I'm guessing you're not a fan. I'm guessing you're not a fan. Kev says my analogy is this: like when I'm driving, my wife drives the car, changes my driving position, I get back in, still feels like I'm driving, but not quite right. That's it as well. You know when you go to the garage and you leave it and they MOT it or they do a service, and you're right, you get back in, you're like, I don't even know how I used to sit. I guess I sit like this now, and that's not how you sit. The seat's in a different angle, it's a little bit further back, or it's too further forward. The radio's up at a different level. Has the steering wheel moved? I don't know. The wing mirrors possibly. I don't know how the wing mirrors change. I think it's that. I think there's lots of things. It's a bit. Do you know what it's like? And this is gonna hit the nail right on the head now. It's like when the clocks go back, and tomorrow we spend all day going, or for about 2 or 3 days we go. Oh, I know it says 6, but it's technically 7. Like that's where we are. We don't even agree that it's the same time, but we know it is, and eventually we'll get used to it, and we'll just work on as it is. And we'll all agree eventually that fine, it is just 7 o'clock. No problem, whatever. And then in 10 months' time, we'll be like, just lost an hour. How? Where did we do that? So this is welcome, by the way, to Analogy Hour. It's going to be an hour at least. Calispira me Wolf. Calispira Jason as well, by the way, in YouTube. Nice to see you, buddy. Peck in YouTube says, after the third crash to the desktop today, I've stopped playing. Every screen, every tiling has something buggy or glitchy. I'll maybe come back to it in 2 weeks. I think it's going to be a refund. I mean, Peck, I think you've been incredibly unlucky to have every screen and tile be buggy. I've had one crash on stream. I've had a couple of bugs. There has been a hot fix, by the way, dropped last night. So hopefully that will help address some of these issues. There was a list of updates as to what they've done with it. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But there has been a hot fix. And do you know what? That is actually a huge thing. Because if they're putting hot fixes out for the beta, you know, that means they're working hard, because they don't normally put hot fixes out for things like the beta. They would normally just leave it and be like, well, fine, we'll sort it out by the time it comes out for the main release. So that shows they are taking all of this feedback and all of this, you know, online discourse very seriously. Very seriously. Yeah. I found since the last update last night, it's been a lot less buggy. Yeah, I mean, like I can't possibly comment because I've literally only just loaded it up now. I couldn't tell you whether it is more or less buggy, but I am aware that they had an update. That's all I can say. I know there definitely is an update today. In fact, last night it was. Yeah. Why did I sign Bamford? Because he was free. Tiki Taka. Why not? And mainly for lols. Or bants, I believe, as some young people call it. Cats have had 2 crashes today. That's a hot. That after the hot fix, it's been fine. You lolled. Good. I'm glad Tiki Taka. A bit of lolling does you good. Yeah. Has anyone else added some timber to their creative managers to find out that they were lost 3 stone next time you log on to play? Oh, have I been on the Ozempic, have I? Nice. Does anyone know how to sell players in lower leagues? It's so frustrating. I mean, in the lower leagues, I just released them. Like, it's going to be tough, because often when you have players you're trying to release, it's because you don't want them, and therefore other clubs don't want them either. That's the problem. Richie FTLBL, by the way, appreciate the follow, and Freddie MC. Bendo's FM, can't decide where I am with the game. Very much on the fence at the moment. Don't know how hard it is to find basic information, but we're sticking with it. That is a great assessment, Ben. Like, you do need to stick with it. You do need to stick with it. TJ, can you do me a favour? When you are in this match, can you test something out live? Depends upon what it is. Check it, Salty. What is it we're checking? Liverpool still crap in the Premier League, losing to Brentford at the moment. Are they? Try and navigate to the Portal news page. What, from here? Is this going to cause a crash? Or another page like staff? What? So hang on, let's go. How do you do that then? Because you can't. It shouldn't do it, right? So if I click on a player, for example, do you mean like literally try and get? It's impossible to leave the match once you're in it. I mean, I think that's a good thing, right? I can't see the issue with not being able to get out of the match. Yeah, I don't think you can. Is that a thing you could do before? You could go to the home. There used to be a home button there, didn't there? It is a bit more realistic in that sense. Oh, the Black Cat, says Jason. Agreed. This is Nottingham Forest. This is Manchester United. I thought we were playing Nottingham Forest. This is an important match. I should have been focused on this. Roofs with a great save there. Yes, Alice. How are you, friendo? Welcome in. Sunderland stay in second spot. Yes, they do. 33. Title's on, mate. Title's on. We've got this one. We're just soaking up pressure here at Old Trafford, by the way, which is good because I thought we were playing Nottingham Forest. I really do need to focus, don't I? Yeah. Makes it harder to save. Scum means you make sure you save before loading. Or person up. United White Leeds. That's what you need to do, yeah? 26 minutes played. If we can bore Manchester United to death, I would take that. Shiny objects where? Oh, hang on. This doesn't look good, does it? This is United on the ball. I mean, we're sitting there just holding on for a minute. It is still a little bit draggy. Durgu down the line. Let's just hold him there. Good challenge by Siddiqui. Oh, what? Why is he giving that? That was a decent tackle. That wasn't a foul. This is going to be a goal, isn't it? Oh, Mukwele gets the header away. One as far as Cunha. This is going to be turned in, though. Bruno Fernandes saved by Ruben Roofs. Go on. Right, I'll get back to comments in just a second. Bruno Fernandes puts the corner in. Nodded clear by Mukwele. Got 10 minutes till half time. Can we hold out? I don't think we can. I'm worried at this point. We're under a lot of pressure. And I'm not Reggie Lebris. See what I mean? Sesko makes it 1-0. Right. And do you know what? It's not even Ponk's fault. Ponk's on a 6.8. Ballard and Alderete should have cut that out. In fact, who's this? Mukiele, actually. Mukiele is huge. How's he not won that header? Right. The ball was down the other end and we didn't get anything from it. Right, here we go. We've got the ball now, Lefebvre. Xhaka. Mukiele heads it to nobody. Well, I mean, technically he heads it to Harry Maguire, but that does still count as nobody. Because he's not a Sunderland player. Oh, we get it off the line just, we think. Yeah, this is not looking good for us, is it, to be honest? Although in the league we lost in reality, didn't we? We lost 2-0. It was the start of your man with the haircut. That's a stupid penalty to give. This is two streams in a row we've given away a stupid penalty by pushing people in the box. I thought we got rid of that in FM24. Apparently not. It's still very much a thing, everyone. It's still very much a thing. Up steps Bruno Fernandes, right? With his mohawk, bottom corner. There we go. I mean, there you go. That's us off the line. That's completely fine. I mean, that's quite a nice animation, isn't it? All well and good showing us that way after the fact that, you know, we gave away a penalty, but... And here's the replay of Bruno Fernandes putting the penalty away. Right, okay, that's fine. 2-0 down. Oh, it could even be worse now. Well, Xhaka gets the interception in. Ball's gone back. Roofs just launches it. It's not going to anybody. There's no thought here at all, is there? Ball's coming forward again. And that should be 3. Right, let's have a look at this, because this is not... This isn't what we want, really, is it? See if we can do something else. Let's try and weirdly we're going to move an extra striker in. See if we can get the ball to them. But I don't think that's going to help either. See, this is where like shouting at players would really help. Demand more. But it's not having any of it. Ball's in. That's 3-0 at half time. Disallowed. Disallowed. Mukiele is having an absolute shocker, by the way. In my game now versus Sunderland, the assistant is insisting on you going on hard against Xhaka. 3-0. It is 3. Oof. This is shocking. Can we go back to the pre-hot fix where we thought we'd fix what we had a problem with? Because this is embarrassing. Right, Mukiele is coming off. He's had an absolute shocker. Replace him with Hume. And you put Gertruder on as well. I hate to say it, we might have to bring Ponk off. And I mean, Lefay's been next to shite as well. There we go. Right. Zagonza. Welcome on. Welcome in. Can confirm my Man United players haven't played this well before. Choose Berate. Berate. Gundo, did you say you were planning a journeyman career as your main save? If so, do you plan any self-imposed transfer restrictions? No. No, not at all, Gundo. Why would I? I'm going to work with whatever restrictions are in place at the club. Usually, some sort of transfer ban has happened anyway because they've filed for bankruptcy. No, I've got no fussing about transfer restrictions. Like, this is a brand new game. Why would I try and make the game even harder for myself? Like, what sort of transfer restrictions do you mean, Gundo? What would you be picking out of? TJ can make a mess while making restrictions anyway. That is it. That is literally it. I've not even made those changes. This is the bit that frustrates me with the new system, is that sometimes when you make loads of changes, it doesn't actually make the changes. Should I click continue? Confirm, sorry. Confirm changes. There we go. Right, okay, now we've got some changes. You have to be on combined if you're dragging players that are in your starting 11. Yeah, I know. Right, this is the bit that I'm confused by. Is when you've got combined and both on your transfer, on your tactics. Surely that's the same thing. Surely you don't need 4 screens for essentially only 3 screens, if even that. Oh, we're gonna get hammered again. This is gonna become really embarrassing here. Like, I've got a feeling we're gonna get absolutely done. 3-0's already pretty shocking. I don't think there's both screens needed. No, neither do I. The combined screen I can sort of just about understand, because it does make you realise like what a monstrosity your tactic looks like. But yeah, the both bit doesn't need to be there, I don't think. 3-1 Brentford. Come on. Have I scored from a corner yet? My team can't score, can't hit a barn door. I have seen a corner get scored before. It was in the alpha. It wasn't in the in this version, and certainly not from the version we've currently got. I mean, this isn't great, is it? You know what I mean? Youth only wherever you manage or signing players from the nation you're in. I mean, I don't know why people would do that, to be honest. I don't know if people would be more intrigued by a journeyman save if that was the situation. Like, I tried to sort of like mix it up a little bit towards the back end of 24 and did things like sort of Moneyball approach or like director of football style stuff just to sort of mix it up a little bit, but I don't. That was more just for content purposes than anything. Just trying to eke out some more numbers as like numbers were dwindling left, right and centre. Llama, I can also make a mess of things without restrictions. That's 4-0. Jesus. This is not looking pleasant. What a world we're in. Man United look decent, Sunderland look awful. But it was the Man United win in real life that obviously, you know, catapulted their season. You can't see how fatigued the opponents are while playing. No, you can't. Do you know what I'm learning, right? And this is really, really interesting. Okay, is everybody plays the game so differently, and I know it's like we know everyone plays the game really, really differently, but things like that, like where Bulbarry's just said there, you can't see how fatigued the opponents are while playing. I don't think I ever bothered with that with the opposition. Like, I don't really think I ever care how tired they are. Like, I've not considered it. And like other people being like, oh, you know, you need to do X, Y, and Z and stuff, and I'm like, I don't see why I'd do that either. Oh no, I get it. I get, you know, that it can be important to set substitutions, but I genuinely don't think I've ever done it. Like, I don't think I can remember a time where I've looked over and went, oh, they look tired, let's put fresh legs on. Yeah? Yeah, I mean, look, Bulbarry, I get exactly where you're coming from, but I'm just saying I've never ever done it. Like, I don't bother with training, to be honest, either. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of nerdy stuff I don't bother with in the game. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like the Salty summed it up perfectly. This guy's he's on a 6'3", he's on a 6'3", he's coming off. Yeah, pretty much. TJ, hover over tactical familiarity. Tweak tactics based on this. Totally revolutionise my save. What? Tactical what? Where? Familiarity. Hover over that. Like, but it's already near the top. I don't. Weight of players, you can't find that. No, you can't. No, that's gone. That's completely gone. That's the beauty of FM. We can play so different, but at the same time, the same game in no way is better or right. Or there's loads of ways that are better or right. There's loads of ways. There is loads of ways. We're not really picking up the tempo, are we? and we're not really very good at being creative, and the mentality's not really working. So how do we change from cautious mentality to what? Balanced? I don't necessarily know that's a good idea. Let's go narrow as well. Kind of hate how much useful information was stripped from the game. I can't see a player's transfer history. Is that useful information? Their transfer history? See some key stats, last season's ratings. That's probably better. You've only just played one season. So you can't see that anyway. I can't see stats that I couldn't see before. That's the bit that I hate. Don't get why familiarity is showing high, but then you go to it's all low. I don't get it either, Barton. I mean, not that I ever did understand, to be honest. Durham women, it's going terribly. I've won 1 in 10. That sounds about the same as me being a child, to be honest. Doesn't mean all these things should be removed from the game. I'm not saying it should be removed from the game. Part of me is wondering why it's even in the game. That's the bit I would question. Like, why is it in the game in the first place? Like, does it give enough? You know, clearly, cause the reason I'm asking this is because clearly I've been playing the game for 30 years and haven't been affected negatively by not doing any of this thing or not looking at it. So my question is just how relevant is it in the game? If you can literally ignore it for 30 years, how can that be? Do you know what I mean? Like, how can you still have something in the game that people can neglect for 30 years and have no negative impact on there? And for me, training is right there. Like, I've never bothered with it, and I don't, and it has never. That is not the reason I lose league titles. There's other reasons for that. Mr. Maggio's in the chat, by the way. Hello, pal. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Sai says, I can't believe they made players' nipples worse in the game. They have, mate. They have. Bloody women's football's ruined it for everyone. They had to remove nipples to put women in. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows. Legacy, my game's been fine. Played 15 games, which ran fine. Now I'm getting lag. Anyone else had this? There was an update last night. There was a patch update last night. It might be a little bit of that. Potentially. Alvarito Garelli, welcome in. Welcome in. Clip that last bit. Yeah, definitely. Definitely do that. That's a good clip. I've had lag since the hotfix. I had lag since Netflix. I've been playing for 12 minutes now. It's all different. I want a refund. To be honest, Simon, I don't know if that's a genuine comment or not. Because some people have been like that, going, this is fucking bullshit. This is not the same game as I had last time. I want a refund. And I hope, there's part of me hopes you're doing that tongue-in-cheek and just being like, you're very knowing and sort of going like, I'm going to read the room here and say that. But there's also a massive part of me that goes, I hope you're genuine. And that we can all laugh at just how preposterous and how ridiculous that sounds. Yeah, that's what I hope. Luke, see, appreciate the follow, my friend. Welcome in all the new followers, by the way. Thank you so much for everyone who is dropping follows. If you haven't done so, please feel free to do so. You know, we're here Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, normally, but of course, because it's beta and because we're in early access and because there's a new game coming out, we are going to stream more regularly. So Saturdays, Mrs. J is probably even going to make me stream Sundays, to be honest, because it's that or talk to her, and she's probably going to be going, just go and get you, go and play your game. Like, don't sit around listening to me. I'd rather watch me programs. Just you piss off. So yeah, let's do that. Let's hang out more. Let's get carried away. Absolutely, Bradley. If we haven't won the league by February now, I'm going to be disappointed. It's strictly season. Time to play more games. That's the one she watches. Yeah, she watches celebrities dancing. Ridiculous. I saw one guy get a refund after 30 minutes. Got 4 more, bought it again, and now really likes it. I love that. I had someone, they were in the chat earlier today, they went, oh, I got a refund, I'll come back in a few weeks. Like, hang on, what? What? Why? Why not just stick with it? It's not going to be that, well, it might be different in a couple of weeks, but are you going to buy it again and then be like, wow, this is still, I don't like it still? Like, people are weird, aren't they? They really are. Some people do it to send a message. I'm going to be honest with you, Si. I think some people are just fannies. Like, you know, they really are. Buy it again for more money. Yeah. I can't even believe this is different. For some reason, I've given them all Scouse accents as well. You've supposedly broken your club's transfer record. Nice, well done, Sonna. I'm presuming by the fact you've put that in brackets, you haven't broken the club's actual record, and the researchers have done it wrong. Fran, I know the feeling. I've been playing Champ since Champman days with my brother. I actually am quite positive, and he's just a grumpy old man. Look, we're all old, in a way. Some of us are. Not many of us are. Did I really stand outside my bedroom and serve a touchline ban? Well, do you know what, Luke? I'm going to let you decide the answer for that one. Okay? I'm going to let you decide the answer for that one, because the reason I'm asking, and the reason I'm going to let you do that, is because if I say yes, that's really, really funny. Right? Great visual. Really, really funny gag. If I say no, does it ruin the joke for you? Do you know what I mean? You need the element of believability in it, don't you? That's the thing. So I'm going to allow you to decide. Yeah. Because then if you believe that I've done the standing outside the bedroom, then you believe I've done the open top bus. Because I can't believe the bedroom's the bit you're questioning. The open top bus ride is the bit you should be questioning. But nobody questions that bit. They go, of course he did that bit. That's obvious. There's photos of the bus. There is, and it's definitely not photoshopped. Yeah, to be honest, on stream, Mrs. J's played instead for me. And that's not even been serving a touchline ban. That's just me just going, oh, you know what? Yeah, Mrs. J can do it. She's better than I am at this. Michael Green says, it's just how people play the game, I suppose. I prefer youth academy challenges where training traits are all part of player development. Oh, I totally get that. I totally get that, Michael. I obviously haven't got... So because of the way that I play the game on stream, I need to have an element of entertainment attached as well. And I personally couldn't sit and spend hours and hours trying to be like, I wonder whether my inside forward should cut out and have an extra trait or not. I haven't got the interest in that. I really haven't. So what I do is I basically turn up, I click continue a lot, I try and make a 4-4-2 work, and then I accuse Denise Van Outen of killing rappers. And that's pretty much served me fine for nearly 5 years on stream. Spending 30 minutes praising training as a streamer is kind of hard, even if it's meta. Oh, if it's meta, I don't do it. Because what's the point? Do you know what I mean? What's the point? If it's meta, it's boring. Guns don't kill people, comedians do. Denise Van Outen do. Sent a Discord call yesterday. I love training. Always create my own schedules. Was told I was lying. I've never seen you do that. There's a reason nobody ever saw me do that. Yeah, but some people do love to watch that, though. That's the thing. And again, this is part what I didn't understand as a creator. Some people do stuff off stream, and I'm like, but you know what? I'm not sure that's the way to do it, because I'm then thinking like there's a lack of authenticity there, isn't there? What else are you getting up to off stream? That's my question. Yeah. So I don't know. Sorry, let me just quickly log into the bug. Right, this is what you do, see? If you do spot a bug that's actually happening right now, then post about it. Yeah? So then SI can do something about it. Kai Swan's in on the follow, appreciate that. Thank you very much. Simaggio adding more money to his Napoli save. He does that all the time. He's got an editor, I'm sure he has. Yeah. At the same time when I'm making them in tunnel vision for 2 hours fiddling with all sorts, zoned out, not entertaining. It's not, but you know what, Salty? It's not entertaining, but I would find that interesting to watch that process. Yeah? That's what I'd do. I'd be like, right, hang on. What do you do? How do you do it? Why are you doing it? And I think that's a joy of... Right, also, here's a question. Does anybody, and I think State Baker put this up on Twitter earlier on, we just click on the X there, don't we? Because that's a pop-up, and you just want to get rid of it instead of just leaving it to continue. Yeah, you just click on that X going like, yeah, let's get rid of that. You're saying maybe the next Zealand. Pretty much. I've always said that, Salty. I've said from the start, you know, you and Zealand pretty much the same, you know. Although he is taller. He is more. I mean, he's more authoritative, but I think you've got a better beard, you know. It's the accent. Yeah. Yours is definitely, you know, an accent. I reckon if you just lowered the octaves on it, you'd be exactly the same. Zealand isn't taller than anyone. You've not met Salty B. You know. I do love Salty. I do indeed. Anchor's the next Zealand. Like you better believe it. You better believe it, Alice. Yeah? You're taking them to the top. We all are, to be honest. You know what I mean? What a spot. What a find. The WFM show, by the way. If you've not followed the WFM show, please go and do so. It's our our sibling podcast that focuses on women's football in Football Manager. Hosted by Alice, the FM girl, and Lee, who is probably your new favourite streamer, I would say, and Classic Katie, inverted wingbacks Katie, depends on what she wants to go by this week. First episode came out a week ago. Has it been a week? Maybe 10 days now. And yeah, they've smashed it. They've absolutely smashed it. They've been so good. You have to go and check it. Can you share a screen how to log a bug, please? Clearly I'm missing something as I can't see where you log it. See the button at the bottom that says report bug, just behind my face. Hang on 2 seconds. There you go, report bug. Just there, next to expand. Click that button, and it takes you. If you click that button, it takes you straight to the SI forums. And if you just log in, and you can log the bug there. Yeah. Episode 1 is now on Spotify. There we go. They asked, and Alice delivered. Fran says, love the first episode, really good. Fran, I agree wholeheartedly. It was incredible. The team did so well. To think they'd never recorded together before. Like, they already had chemistry going on. Fran says they're trying out wacky tactics and causing chaos because why not? Right now, it's not wacky but massively intense formation for Chester FC in the National League North. Let's see how long till they complain it's too intense. I've got work in the morning. Come on, Fran. Stop working me so hard. Yeah. Will FM explain to me why I was so rubbish managing San Diego Wave? I'd like that. Just like, can you explain to me why this happened? Actually, yeah, no, Reinaldo does need to go there, doesn't he? Let's put... WFM is on 1300. Yes. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Right, let's see how we can go on here then. What have we got? Is it Wolves now? Okay, we've got Wolves. We have tweaked a tiny little bit. We've gone back to not being able to change the tactics again, haven't we? At the start. Scott Chiv, does everyone know how I see things, like where my shots have been taken from during a match? Yeah, you can't. You can't, unfortunately, Scott. It's a bit frustrating, isn't it? Like, you'd think you'd be able to, but not at the minute. It's all post-match, unfortunately. I've won 2 matches in a row. FM26 is the greatest game ever. Let's go. That's how I felt, Salty, when I was in my alpha mode. And I had 2 matches. I played a video as Man U on video and a game as Man U and alpha streaming. I won them both. I was like, this is the best ever. Beta turned up. Beta can get in the bin. Don't like the hot fix. I haven't won since it's gone in. Yeah. It was a bit laggy earlier, Chris, I must admit. And also I have lost. I lost 4-0, so there probably is an issue with it somewhere. Keggy, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Adam Whiteley, I've gone strikerless in my save. It's working so far. Speaking of strikerless, I spoke with Guido, who's a Dutch creator. He's the strikerless.com. And I might be getting him on a video at some point. I'm doing some leagues in focus. Guido will be my Dutch correspondent. He might come on the podcast as well, actually. We did speak about that, so. Oh, that's a great pass. Great save, actually. A 1970s retro database. There's one in FM21, is there? Wow. Interesting, actually. Here we go. Here's Trey Hume. Down the line. Go on, Trey. Back to Xhaka. Trey Hume inside. Mayenda, it's blocked. Somehow it's gone wide. Would have thought Mooney would have been our Dutch correspondent. Mooney hasn't responded yet. Mooney's on the list though. Don't worry. We've got plenty of people to be looking at. So I'll chase Monique up as well. Gary Neve, thoughts on game? Let's go for it. What are the chat saying, Gary? I think it's mixed, you know. Here's Xhaka, free kick. Come on. On the Ballard's head, Xhaka. Or Trey Hume. Enzo Lefebvre. There's Mayenda. Bottom corner. Why is that disallowed? Too many touches, possibly? Who's offside? Is Mayenda offside? Goal doesn't stand. I mean, right, Isidor's offside. No one else is, though. How's that offside? Right, okay, we've had some opportunities. We are playing well. What are we going to do? We're going to change anything up. Lefebvre is still not doing great. Let's bring Lefebvre off then, okay? Let's give this Marler a run out. Okay, you can go there. Has that changed it? Yes, it has. Cool, good. Often worried about that. Nothing happening at this moment in time. We're on 55. Uh-oh, defensive header hasn't exactly gone far. Cleared away, that'll do. I feel potentially that defensive football isn't optimised in this game. Xhaka off for Dan Neil, which is a weird sentence to say. And Isidore for Brobby as well. It's possible we're playing out a 0-0 draw. It's possible. And it's possible Wolves still get another chance to score though. Here's Gertrude. Gives it away. Why is he tackled there? Not not this. 92nd minute. Surely not. This can't be a Wolves goal. It's going to be in it. Oh, you just tell. You can tell. Oh. Yeah. The new update has done us dirty, hasn't it? It's okay. It just means we need to do a little bit of tweaking. I mean, look at that. 10 shots, 1 on target. There's the problem, right? 1 shot on target. 5 shots, 2 for them. That is a poor result. Really poor. User error. Oh, yeah. It's absolutely my fault. It's absolutely my fault. Where are we? 19th. Okay. What game week are we in? We're in... we've just played game week 8. So we've been here for... been here for a long 2 months now. You know? Right, let's have a look and see what we can do instead than to change this up, because there's got to be something we can do. Let's put the old team bonding in, shall we? Right, do a bit of that. Underperforming in real life by 18 positions. Sack TJ. Agreed. Absolutely. Do you know what I mean? The Mad Scientist saying, yes, Mad Scientist, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Not sacked yet. Well, yet. Not yet. Not yet. Hashtag sacked. Everyone turns into a bit of a fanny after 2 defeats, don't they? Oh, look at me, I'm so bantery. Yeah. I still don't think we're a million miles away from whatever I'm trying to do. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna stick with it. That's what mad people do, right? Mad people stick with things. Fair would drop into there probably. If you paid more attention to training. Yes, quite. I don't think that's the thing. And neither do you, really, do you? Neither do you, really. That's not a thing. In fact, you know what? This is what happened before, wasn't it? We said there that these players weren't getting anything. Fullback, right? What did he put? Pender there, put LaFay there. Let's do it this way then, right? Andrew Booth, first time watching the stream, looking forward to see if I can glean any hints or tricks to help me. Good luck with that, Andrew. I would love to say that you'll learn loads, but it would be a blatant lie. All you're going to learn, my friend, is how not to play the game, I would imagine. Wrong stream. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Liverpool lost. Yeah. Inside forwards are good this year. How could, based on what information? The game's been out for a day. I've learned lots from these streams, mainly about trifle. Yeah, and which celebrities to avoid if you were a rapper. Premier League's a piece of piss. I know, Chris. I don't know why everyone talks about it as if it's the big thing. Like, just all you got to do is turn up and just win it. It's not tricky, is it? And you know what? I'm seeing it now. When we do win the league this season, it's a better story than Leicester winning it. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone's going to try and write about how Leicester was the greatest achievement. Nah. This Sunderland League title is going to be better than Leicester's. I'm calling it now. Should be doing well as you pick the second best team in the Premier League. What, in terms of on this game? I keep mixing between the two. I'm literally picking the same two formations, aren't I? Let's do this and this. Right. You learn quite a few bits and bobs in this stream, but nothing about football. No, agreed. Sadiqi's on a 6-1. Let's see. Is Diarra going to be a better fit? Maybe not. What about Dan Neil? Or even Riggy. Is it worth putting Riggy in there and giving him a go? I mean, at this moment in time, anybody really. In fact, you know what? I think it's time for Luke 09 to come in. That's what I think. Sirkin's almost back. That's got to be worth something as well, surely. Right, Luke 09's in there. He'll help doing stuff. Lefay. I mean, he really prefers playing in the centre, doesn't he? What about this new lad, this El Marla? Why put him out there? And then let's also put this Odderbird in instead of Mayenda. Let's try and mix it up a bit. I mean, we've got a Dinger as well, I suppose. Do we try a Dinger? Or is that just mixing, or is that mixing too much at once? 16 for acceleration, 16 for pace. We still got to get the ball though, that's the thing, isn't it? You know? Who have we got next? Oh, we got Chelsea next. That's fine. We've beaten Chelsea this season, so that shouldn't be too difficult. The one tiny bit of that sentence we've actually could have clicked on, and we've moved it out. Right, Isidor's being questioned in the press, so maybe time to possibly mix it up with Brobby, maybe? Play Brobby as a target forward, possibly. We could play Jonas Wind. Let's try Brobby. Match the day soon. It's nice to be able to look forward to Sunderland rather than utter sense of dread. Yeah, interesting, isn't it, to be on first as well, which is what they do when they put the title contenders on first, don't they, rather than put them on last. Spread them. After 20 hours, I finally got all custom badges to work and not be blurry. There you go. Small wins. Small wins spread. You know what I mean? Drew says, TJ, thoughts on the game? I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I think you should be. You should be. It's definitely like, for the people who've sort of said that they don't like it, I wonder how much they've played of it, because it's only been out since Thursday. We're only on Saturday now. I've not played a lot of it, but I like it more now than I did when I first started playing. I'll be honest. You know, when I first started playing, I wasn't a fan at all. I was like, no, this is not a thing. But the more I've started to play it, the more I've started to be like, actually, I can just about see what's going on here. Yeah, I think I get it. Right, let's try that. Let's try that. Crypta, appreciate the follow. And Corswain as well. Trek says, anyone find a way to change the colours intervals for the player attributes? You can't. You can't at the minute. Catkins, I agree with you. It takes some understanding, but then it becomes enjoyable. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, just it's not something you can get instantly. You've got to really stick to it and look at it and go like, right, how does it work? What can I do? There's legitimate criticism to be made with some of the discourses. They've changed it now. It sucks. That's the point, Luffy, right? That's the point. And that's what I was going to make at the start of the stream, actually. Was there are some... Chelsea are third bottom, by the way. This is a bottom of the table clash. Sunderland are second bottom. Chelsea are third bottom. This is a huge match right now. We need to focus on this, because this could be the one that rockets us out of the relegation zone and puts Chelsea's £18 billion squad into real problems, right? So people are saying about me getting sacked. I mean, whoever's in charge of Chelsea at the minute, and God knows who that is these days, yeah, it might be them. Luke O'Nine makes his Premier League debut. Luke O'Nine. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy. El Marla's in for Lefay. Odebert's in for Mayenda. Brobby's in for Isidore. And O'Nine's in for Siddiqui. They're the changes. We've not played well recently, I must admit. Yeah. 11 minutes in, Luke O'Nine has not given away a penalty. After 12 or 13 minutes, Luke O'Nine may give away a penalty. Well, there you go. Odebert intercepts. Brobby. O'Nine. Over the top. Through to Brobby. Oh! Oh! Get in there. Luke O'Nine with the assist. Brian Brobby with the goal. Get in there. That's what we were waiting for. We were waiting for Mr. Sunderland to come back. Over the top. And Mr. Brobby with the goal. Get in. What a goal that was. And for those who remember Noel's house party, Brobby. Yeah. Oof. Over the top for Chelsea. That could have been a bit like, ooh. Official Sakule, welcome in. Nice to see you. Appreciate the follow. And you chappers as well. Official Sakule playing as Villa. Let's hold on here. What have we got? 36 minutes in. Roofs clears the ball. Odegaard nods on to nobody. Why have we wasted the ball there? Odegaard, that's a silly ball. They got David Alaba. That feels unfair. Surely. João Pedro turns. Loads of space. Over the top though. Not a problem. Not a problem. We've got that. We've got it covered. Oof. Right, half time. Half time. 1-0 Sunderland. I think we can take that, can't we? That's a good first half. That's a very good first half. Right, same again, lads. Marla's tiring, so we might have to bring him off. Possibly for Isidore, maybe. I mean, Lefay is the other option, but he's not on the bench, so I mean, he is. But let's give it to Isidore, actually. Right. Tony LeJameson's happening again. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I mean, I've brought Isidore on, but really I need someone who's got a bit more defensive wherewith, I think, out that left-hand side. Odegaard's on a 6-6. So again, we might have to consider bringing him off as well. Chelsea throw. Chelsea made a sub. Nodded away. Robbie chases. Fernandez. David Alaba. It's okay, everyone, just stay where you are. Hold yourselves up, hold yourselves up. Don't let them through. Ooh, Palmer over the top. That's fine. What do I think my greatest strength is in the game? Oh, probably my humour. So yeah, I'll say I'm a friend first, boss second, entertainer third. Ticker! Welcome, Ticker. How are you, my friend? Hope life is treating you good. Pleasure just hanging out in your stream a little bit earlier. Sunderland are doing, well, if I'm being honest with you, Ticker, Sunderland not doing great. We're not doing as well as we are in real life, but we are currently in a relegation battle match against Chelsea. We're second bottom, they're third bottom, and we're on top. Yeah, so that's what's interesting. Now, I've got 20 minutes to go, and I'm now in the position where I have to make substitutions, and I'm like, oh dear, I don't know what we're supposed to do. So I'm tempted to bring. I mean, Odegaard needs to come off. Do we keep someone out wide, or do we start to shuffle players in the middle and tighten it up? Xhaka's looking tired as well, so maybe we put like Dan Neil in for Xhaka. Siddiqui possibly rather than Dan Neil, maybe. Dan Neil's probably got slightly more ability to play make than Xhaka, and he is the vice captain. So What do we do? Do we bring Odebear off? Do we tighten it up in the middle and just go with an extra body and go narrow? This is the thing, isn't it? This is where I start to be like, I'm missing my shouts. This is where I'm starting going, right, what's my in and out of possession? The bit that I have to relearn. This is all the stuff, Ticker, where I love the idea of it in the game, but my word, it's nervy now. Because it's the unknown. It's the unknown. Right, Odebear's coming off. And I'm going to put Siddiqui on. I'm going to go for a little bit more stability. Right? Brobby can drop. Isidore can go as a centre forward. Siddiqui I want just dropping back as well. What's his out of possession? There. Have him as a drop-in centre back. That's it. You don't know what is around the corner. I love it. Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? It's like there is just no rhyme or reason as to what happens. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, have Isidore as that, and then have... Well, yeah, Brobby can come back, and then Isidore can be the outlet. 10 minutes to go. Chelsea corner. Oh. I think we've played well here, and I'm going to be really upset if we lose it. We benefit from asking one of our players to play more attacking. Right, okay. I can move someone forward. What a header from Dan Ballard. Is someone going to engage? Ooh. Right, okay. Who do they want to move forward? That's probably Dan Neil then, isn't it? Move him slightly further forward. Oh. It's all looking a bit... Do we bring Enzo on? Do we bring Elijah Mayenda to have a bit of pace? Even Fraz. I've got this. Oh, this... I mean, blind faith is great. Do we say that Luke O'Nien isn't fit enough for the full match? He's played really well. Let's put Lefay on there. Luke O'Nien can come on. This could all go Pete Tong. Honestly, mate, yeah, 100% it can. 100% it can. It's probably going to. But this is much more fun than plug and play and dial-a tactic, isn't it? This is how you learn, right? Uh-oh. I've not even changed team instructions yet. Great block. What a block that was. Like, I don't know whether we press. I don't know whether we sit. Like, it's just this literally second guessing everything. Let's trigger press less. Let's not get stuck in. Win the ball in the central areas. Force them inside. Yes, force them inside. And then maybe see if we can narrow up as well. Slow the tempo down. Standard. Get that time wasting up. Very, very narrow. Play for set plays. Lots of changes. I've sent an A4 pad on with the players. 86 minutes. No one's challenging for the ball. What are we doing? Oh no, this is like a slow-moving car crash. Oh. Oh, just lie down. Someone get an injury. This is the definition of dropping deep. I know. And I don't know whether I'm supposed to move up front, like push on or not. TJ Mourinho strikes again. Big TJ Allardyce. Luke 09 was the difference. Do you know what? That's what it's all about. Okay? That is what it's about. Because I genuinely feel like I've earned that. I don't know about you lot, but that felt tense. Rangers boss Ruud van Nistelrooy? Eh? What's happened in my game? I've put Chelsea second bottom. We're now up 1 point behind, Newcastle, who apparently are massive. Right, the title's probably unlikely at this point now, but that is a massive victory. 1-0 against Chelsea. We will take that every single day of the week. 31% possession. Robbie was mint. You're right, Ticker. There is actually a feeling there, isn't there? Where you're like, you know what? Yeah. Oh. That feels good. That felt good. I've not felt like that in Football Manager in a while. That's bizarre. I didn't have that must play one more match feeling when we finished on Thursday, when we did the first beta save. After that match, I'm a bit more like, do you know what? Okay, are we turning a corner? Not in terms of like being good at the game, but understanding a bit more of the game and working out what we're supposed to do, because of the fact that all the stuff you used to be able to do isn't there anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, because we knew back in the old days, it used to just be encourage, demand more, bit of berate. Worst case scenario, 3 up top, and you'd win most of the time. Yeah. I don't really know how I won that match, but I don't need to know. Do I? I don't need to know. That's the thing. Is there a way to see the number of shots one of your players has taken in a match? I don't know, Sonomaya. I must admit. There's a lot of stuff that I don't really know, and I don't think that many people know, if we're being honest. Woeful aggressive shooting. That's Estevao. Elijah Mayenda. Isidore. Positive shooting. Wasteful. Okay, so we need to work on our shooting a little bit. Maybe there's something in the data hub about what we can do. We can see the lot. We can see the lot of chances against 4-4-2. Or is that we can see a lot of chances when we play 4-4-2? It would be in here if it was. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you know what I mean? Post-match reporting analysis thing. Yeah, there's a lot of people complaining that's not there, so that feels like where it should be. Or during the match, like, like when you look at the SAS tablet and the Musterman tablet, WTCS, they all had that data and that information like sort of like shown at you during the match, but it's just, where is it in this game? And part of me feels like we're sort of plodding along, but without any of the actual support mechanisms you would usually have. And that is kind of where I'm like, you know what? This is how I play. I don't like all the support. I don't like... I play with attribute masking on. I scout all of my players. So for me, this isn't a huge difference to how I would normally play. I don't delve into all of the stats and all of the data. Maybe I should. Maybe I should play a little, take a little bit more notice of stuff. Data Hub last match. Can't find it during the game though. Match momentum. Player stats. There we go. Key stats. That just seems to be the Chelsea players though. Where's our players? Why can't we get our players? Oh, sorry then. Because you have to change that as well. Right, okay. Would be nice if these shirt colours changed as well too, to reflect that. TJ was thinking on the dog walk today, if FM never existed and there was two games that came out now, one had this new FM UI and the other one had the old FM UI, I guarantee people will be buying this. Potentially. I think this is going to be more... I think this will be more accessible than people think. I think that people... As Miles said in the podcast, like, people who are new to the game are probably going to pick this up quicker than people who've been playing the game for 20, 30 years because they're just used to doing things in a certain way. And when you're brand new, like, it's brand new. Like, you don't think any differently. I think, as Chris said, like, the game needed to develop. It needed to move on. I don't think that there is... I don't think this is a massive leap from what we had before. I think this is the next step towards developing and going further on. Yeah? So, I think in about 2 or 3 years' time, we'll be a million miles from this. Yeah? Ticker, it's one of the biggest steps in the right direction FM has taken. I can't wait for the future games. This is where I'm at, Ticker. Like, I said on the stream last night, I said, look, you know, is this the best ever FM? No, not at the minute, right? Is it better than FM24? Don't know at the minute. Maybe. It might be. I've only played it for a day, so I can't tell you. You know, ask me when I'm 20 seasons in. You know, is it playing the way that FM28-4 plays? Like, you know, does it play the way that FM10 played? Does it play the way that Champman or 102 played? Don't know, right? Is it a great base to build on and to develop the franchise? Absolutely it is. Absolutely. So therefore, it's been worth it. Whether it is in the best state it could be, don't know. Doesn't really matter. Like, had FM25 come out, I think this is what FM25 was supposed to be. Yeah? because FM25 didn't come out, the expectation is, rightly or wrongly, higher. Having seen FM26, people are expecting this to be as close to perfection as you could possibly get, and it was never going to be. So unfortunately, some people were going to be disappointed regardless. Again, rightly or wrongly. You know, so that's all we can really say about that. Oh, look at that. Just Aaron and Chris putting in the WhatsApp chat that me and Si are both live, and it's like things we love to see. Just, you know, nice full rooms of good people, good chat, you know, brand new people joining our communities. Speaking of which, if you haven't followed the FM Show podcast, please make sure you do. Every single Thursday, I should say. Sorry, there's a new episode dropping both on YouTube and on Spotify, Apple, depending on where you get your audio podcast from. And if you are interested in our new sibling podcast, the WFM Show, hosted by FM girl Alice, Ank, and Classic Katie, looking at women's football and Football Manager, the WFM Show is out as well. That comes out every other Monday. So go and check that out. Brand new show, and it is amazing. They have done so well for episode 1. I'm going to put a Dingra into the starting lineup for this match rather than what's he called? Oh, who's the lad we got in on loan? Odebetta? The lad we got from Tottenham. We're going to take him out for a second, rest him up, put a Dingra in. Elmala will keep out there on the left, Brobbey up top. We're off to play Everton. Same lineup, so Xhaka run a 9 in the midfield. That's what we want. 221 at the moment. Nice, Mean Wolf. Don't say it too loud, it'll scare people off. I was critical last year towards SI, says Sakule. Now before release, when they had the delay, now I can say, even with all the bugs, the game is amazing. I enjoy it so much. Nice. This is the thing. Yes, it is buggy, but every game is buggy as well. That's the problem. Every game is buggy. Like, Football Manager 24 still had bugs, and it had been out for 2 years. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Every game has bugs. You're telling me Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't going to come out with a whole lot of bugs? There's pressure for a release. You scared them away, Mean Wolf. God damn it. Also, as well, if you're on Discord, come and join the Discord. We've got a great community there. Really, really nice people like yourselves. We talk Football Manager, we talk real football, we talk coffee, we talk about hooch. Yeah, just come and hang out. It's a nice place to be in. And if you're on YouTube, as Jason says in the YouTube comments, make sure you drop your likes on the stream as well. Thank you. I am making YouTube content this year. Editor Chris is making me. We're going to be cutting down the streams. So if you miss a stream, there will be highlights on YouTube as well. So make sure you're following on all platforms, to be honest. Spread them just to get the youth screens. Should drop down the main menu. That's what annoys me. Do we talk about Turner 2 or just Hooch? Just Hooch, I'm afraid, Llama. Yeah, we were going to talk about Turner, but then, I mean, ironically, you'd think I'd talk about Turner because Hooch was the slobbery dog, wasn't it? And everyone knows I'm not a big fan of dogs, slobberers or not. Which is a dreadful name for a shop, but not a bad name for a strip club, though. I think, maybe, I don't know. And also make sure you follow Llama, by the way. Llama is like one of the goats of the community. I know he calls himself Llama, but he's a goat. Gone with a free kick. Oh. Oh dear. I mean, that was pretty good, right? That was pretty good. There's nothing I can really say with that. Pick that out. Like, oh well. We had fun in the last match, didn't we? Yeah, maybe we can't always counter-attack. Maybe sometimes we have to push forward. Change tactically, right? So we're going to go, instead of counter-attack, let's go for tiki-taka, shall we? I hate tiki-taka. I don't feel like that's me. I certainly don't want to gegenpress, but maybe we press. Maybe we try and create problems. Let's do that. Get in at them. Oh no. Oh dear. Oof. Decent header in. Are we going to have to change things up, are we? As someone not feeling particularly optimistic about the game going forward, can I in good faith ask what people like about the game? You can certainly ask about that. And in fact, you know what, Jimmy, I would recommend that you ask what people like about it. Because for me, that's the important bit. Yeah. I like the fact that it has potential to really, really improve. Like, the tactical capabilities with the in and out of possession, that should theoretically give you a much more balanced way of managing. Hopefully it's not like, hopefully it kills off the plug and play culture, because you do have to sort of adjust on the fly and really sort of like pay a bit more attention. Right, El Marla's got himself an injury. Match engine's amazing. The graphics look pretty decent in terms of the match. The match engine itself plays pretty nice. I mean, we've just celebrated a 1-0 win away at Chelsea, and now we're losing. And now we're losing against Everton from a free kick. And it's only been a free kick, by the way. There's not been anything else that's really changed, has there? So... Tactics feel like you have to try this year. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you do have to give it an actual go. Mukiele, go on. Trey Hume. It feels like a new game rather than a database update. That is true, 77. That is true. Yeah, everyone's been wanting a new game, and now there is one. Now they're all like, oh, but I didn't want it like that, though. Good save by Roofs. Ballard, Mukiele. Okay, so we are improving slightly. 4 shots, 4 on target. 5 on 5 now. We're not going to win matches if we're not shooting, right? We do need to try and get some shots away, though. Mukiele, Trey Hume, Mukiele, bombs forward, Hume, Robbie, Enzo Lefebvre. Oof. Good save by the keeper. Yank says, when I try and start the game, it closed before I reached the main menu with an application error message. Yesterday was fine. What's the problem? I mean, that's a good question, to be honest. We don't really know. You play on Windows. Should be fine. Maybe try and like, I mean, obviously, you know, there was an update that came out last night. Have you updated that as well? And see if that works. Oh, 2-0 now. Is it broken on Mac? I'm literally about to boot it up for the first time today. I don't think so. Anyone direct me to a cross more tactic for a specific player? I mean, pretty much don't do what I'm doing right now. We've literally just got ourselves set up, and all of a sudden we're back down again. I tried to push on. That's my own fault, innit? I shouldn't really do that. Where's the league? Where are Everton? They're slipping down. It's going to be a long season, this, I think. It's another defeat. But that, I mean, that looks better though, doesn't it? 10 shots, 8 on target, 53% of the ball. But sadly, it doesn't quite translate to results on the pitch. I mean, Garner's free kick, fine. There's nothing we can do about that, right? But the second goal was a bit sloppy, I think. You know, we should have done better with the second goal. Right, okay. Press conferences again. Victor Malenko, he's fine. Okay, we're coming up to November. It's possible. We might get ourselves all the way up to the January transfer window here. Well, maybe not the January transfer window. Might just about get into middle of December, possibly. Tonight. That is, of course, suggesting that we're still in a job come the middle of December. I'm enjoying the game. UI is clunky, but I find having to adjust the tactics for each game. I'm using the 3 tactics slots. Yeah, I think this is where we probably need to do things like that, don't we? But I don't really know enough about what's gonna work, you know what I mean? Like, we sort of have a way of playing, and that seems to be it. And we go from there, you know? Luke O'Nine's getting tired. When's our next match? So it's Arsenal on the 8th. 6 days, right? So Luke O'Nine probably gonna need to have a rest, I think. Game moving good, even with the full database. Yeah. It's flying along fairly quickly, to be honest. Despite more messages, it feels like the game moves quicker. It seems most people are enjoying the tactical challenge and the watching of the games. Not convinced the match engine is all there, though. I think the test will be: are we still playing it in March? I don't feel optimistic about the potential of a long-term save, which is what I enjoy. I mean, that's an interesting stance, Jiminy, and one that I'm probably sort of in the same camp with. Like my saves are long-term saves as well. Like I'm going to do a journeyman save this year, and that's going to be me. Last year, my intention was to do a Build a Nation for the entirety of FM24. Then it turned out I had to have 2 years worth of save. So, like, I'm not particularly set out on changing, but I actually think I quite like the idea of it being a bit more like challenging as it goes through. It might be more interesting. Like, you know, it might be more interesting. Biggest annoyance with the graphics is the hairstyles seem silly. I mean, yeah, but is that a huge problem though? Really? I guess the question is, like, how much of a concern is that for you? Yeah. Long-term saves will be fine, the tweaks and updates, see what the release looks like and what's fixed. Fixes will be weekly for the early part. I'm not sure about that. It might be. You know, it might be. I don't know if it'll be weekly. I think there'll certainly be a release fairly quickly afterwards. But whether or not they continue with weekly releases, I'm not sure. I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't it? Pretty sure the in-game hair and melty face new gens will get fixed at some point, Nexus says. Oh, I reckon in about 2042 we'll have real faces. Or at least faces that look like human beings. Until then, nah, this is what you got to get. You've lost your manager face as well. Like, we're trying to put your face in the game. That's gone. That's not coming back, I don't think. Well, it'll come back eventually, but it's not here for now. Why be annoyed by the FM hairstyles? It's not like real life hairstyles are much better. I mean, this is the thing. They're based on bad hairstyles with real people, aren't they? So, you know. All we're doing is questioning footballers' hairstyles, and most footballers have awful hair. It's easy. Look at CK3. Yeah, I mean, I would say that the graphical team of Crusader Kings 3 is more than the Football Manager graphics team. Yeah. Is it bad if my manager looks better than I do? This is the thing, Jocks. If you've got a bit of self-awareness about you, I like that. I'm enjoying playing the game personally, says Andrew. Just looking forward to having a stable game. Yeah, and look, remember, this is early access. This isn't the official launch yet, okay? The full release still isn't until the 4th of November. There's going to be fixes left, right, and centre. Like, I know for a fact that SI are working round the clock on getting fixes done, because we know that because they've already released a hotfix for the early access and it came out on Thursday. Yeah? Okay? So you don't normally release updates for early access. You normally leave it until your official launch. So that, to me, very much sounds like they hear what's going on and they are working accordingly. Yeah. Hotfix that dropped at 2 a.m. It was dropped when it was ready. Like, do you know what I mean? What's the big problem being a child? You wake up to an updated game. Is that a concern or is that fine? I think that's fine. I'm happy for them dropping it when it's ready. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Yeah, this is a 24/7 to fix minor bugs. Like, not even like they're literally looking at everything. In fact, what was the fix? Let's see. Where was it? What's the full list? Because because this gives you an indication as to what they did in a short space of time. Various stability fixes, fixed crash when creating a new save game, fixed issue where back button incorrectly takes user to a previous team meeting. Lots of people said about that. Filter on tactics screen now works in all resolutions. Fixed issue with radio buttons, text formatting during manager creation. Fixed crash when using player instructions. Fixed issue where sometimes the continue button wouldn't work. That was a huge issue for a lot of people. Player silhouettes, icons are no longer misaligned with squads and first team. Fixed a soft lock after creating a new FMFC account and attempting to sign in. That's been a concern for a little while as well. Fixed occasional crash when using any team talk option after a match. Fixed an issue where sometimes you were unable to leave a match. Fixed the issue where player exchange transfers will see the player join the AI club become a free agent after completion of a deal. I hadn't seen that, but that's quite a weird one. Fixed an issue where users were unable to close the tactical analysis view once open if the user visits a player profile. And fixed issue where keyboard shortcuts were causing soft lock in manager creation. Bear in mind that game came out on Thursday. That's quite a lot of work that's gone in to then have an update drop on Friday. Yeah? That's not like, oh, tweaked a colour. You know, if that comes at 2 in the morning, that's fine. That means that it's gone through a lot of sign-off to get to that point. Yeah? Can they fix the issue where my players can't score? If they have, then they could maybe fix it for me as well. Like, because right now, I am struggling. I am struggling. Even a Brazilian Fury, welcome in, my friend. Pleasure to see you. Oh, we're going back. We're going back inside again, I think. Actually, is Reinildo the wing back or is Reinildo the full back? Reinildo's a full back, isn't he? Yeah, I feel like if he stays as a full back, and then Hume can go up front, wing backing, because Mukiele is going to sort of like overlap as well. Right, let's try that. Yes, Junie, you did a TJ. I got fed up. I fell upwards after getting sacked at Chania. I got offered a job in Cardisha. Nice. I'm about to keep them in the Super League. Revenge. Revenge is good. Decided to change my manager name to Beta Mail for the Beta Mail save. Nice. Do it by default. Means you legally you can't change your name back then, unfortunately. Fran says, personally, I think it's a step forward. Not everything is going to be in the first game. It will consistently get better. More will get added, but also it's a beta. We're supposed to find bugs to fix. Exactly. That's the thing. If you can find the bugs, get them fixed. Not long till the Aberdeen return. I'm feeling it, Scolari, to be honest. I'm feeling it. We're off against Arsenal now, though. We welcome them to the Stadium of Light. This could be another huge match for us. Let's see how we get on. Expectations are low. Very, very low. Just how I like them. Evening, Brazilian Fury, by the way. Nice to see you in. Welcome in. Loving some of the tackle animations. Me too, which means we need a bit of Trey Hume tackling magic coming in. Here's Reinildo. There's Xhaka. Right, do we press at home and then counter-attack away? Maybe that feels a bit more natural, possibly. Trexler, just started a Sunderland save myself. Good luck with that one, my friend. If what I'm doing is anything to go by, then you're going to need the luck. Is this a don't do this guide? It's up to you, if that's how you interpret it. It could be. It depends upon what your outcome is and what your desired state is at the end of the game. You know, if you want to just have fun, do what I'm doing. If you want to win the Premier League in the first chance of doing it, then yeah, do something completely different. Because what I'm doing is not going to get you the title on day one. Season 2, possibly. Is anyone else's match day stuttering? Yes, because it's an early access. He'll be fixed on main release. Great ball through. Jonas Wind. Oh, El Mala to Jonas Wind. He's been whinging about the fact he's not been starting. We bring him on. He gets a goal after 21 minutes. This is the kind of start we want. This is Sunderland. What a ball from El Mala. And Jonas Wind, one touch to get it out of his feet, then smacks it past David Raya. 1-0. I will send you some messages, Chris, as to when we do the video, because I would like to get that started. So let me have a look at my diary, and we'll work out how we sync things up with time differences and stuff. But yes, thank you for being part of it. Genuinely appreciate that. Yeah, no, I appreciate the DM in Discord last night. Corner from Saka. How are we set? Are we set nicely? Yes, we are. We've got it cleared. Ball's away. Cleared. Clear it. Clear it. Clear it. Ooh. Off the underside of the bar. What? That's outside the area. That is definitely outside the area. Is everything licensed, or do we need mods? Well, for what? What sort of stuff are you after, Control Warrior? And then we can give you some answers on that one. Not everything is licensed, obviously. Chris got nervous for a second, oh dear. Kits, leagues, faces. Right, so not... Well, again, I need more context. Which leagues are you referring to, Warrior? The Premier League is licensed. So Premier League kits, Premier League badges are in. Right, Reinildo. Inside. Alderete over the top. Cleared away. Half time. This is what we want. 1-0 against the Arsenal. 1-0 against the Arsenal. And a decent performance. Well, 4 shots, 3 on target. Not much possession. But we're doing okay so far. Top 5 leagues, Premier and La Liga. No, you've not got any of those, to be honest. You've got Premier League, Bundesliga, Ligue 1. Is La Liga? La Liga's not licensed, I don't think, is it? No, I don't think La Liga's licensed. Serie A's not. Serie B is. Just have to download face packs. You don't have to. If you want faces, then yes, but nobody forces you to put faces in. Yeah. Yeah, if you want faces in the game, then yes, you are going to need them. Hope the old packs work with this one. I think they do. Simaggio's made a video about putting faces and graphics and stuff in. Might be graphics he's done. Check out Simaggio's YouTube content. He's got a video about that. I think it's just a case of creating another folder and just porting them over. So let's take that cross thing off then. Right, we've gone out in the same style as the first half. We might have to tweak it up a little bit because I've got a feeling Arsenal are going to come at us. Adingra's looking decent enough. Actually starting to fade off now, so let's move Adingra out. He's on a 6-6. So let's put Isidore out wide or Mayenda. Tell you what, let's put Mayenda out there for now. Oh no, Isidore, sorry. And let's make him a wide forward. Let's make him an inside forward, actually. Okay. That might help. I might even put Jonas Wind down. Actually, that's not a bad shout. Get Jonas Wind to drop. Get Isidore to go up top. Play Wind as a kind of like, almost like what would have been an Enganche, I suppose, really. You don't really have the role anymore now. That's the problem. So there's some stuff now where you're just like, oh, we haven't really got what would be good for some of these players. Right, so Isidore. Up top. Let's maybe think about Marler as well. Let's bring Robbie on. Because Robbie will be happy just sitting there. See a lot of negativity on the Steam forums. Game looks good. This is the problem. Control. There is a lot of negativity on these forums, and some of it is valid criticism and valid critique. The key word there is some, not a lot of it. You've got to cut through it. There is some really, really good comments in there, but unfortunately, there's a lot of people just saying like it's shit, but not giving you an excuse as to why. That's got to be outside the area, surely. And I think that SI have got a real job on their hands to find the really, really vital feedback that helps them. Because they do need that. They do need that feedback. And when they get it, then they're going to be able to do something good with it. You know? But until then, like, I don't really know what they can do. Normal central midfielder for Luke O'Nien, and then when he's out of possession, get him to be a screen. Robbie can just drop there. Pressing central midfielder. See if this works. Half an hour left. I feel like we're stepping back a little bit too much. We did this against Chelsea and we sort of rode our luck. Can lightning strike twice? I mean, the formation we've got is an absolute abomination. Right, 5 minutes to go. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trossard. Marino. We're going to have to start looking to play for time here, aren't we? Lewis Skelly. Oh, Trossard. Ball's in. Oh! Right, okay. That's fine. Hang on. Slow that tempo down. Time wasting up. Play for free kicks. Discourage dribbling. How are we finding the game? I feel like it's I feel like I'm getting the hang of it now. Like, I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. It takes a bit of getting used to, but I am starting to see some rewards. For example, this might be another big win. Yes! Get in! All we've got to do is play big clubs. So we can beat Chelsea, we can beat Arsenal. We can't beat Brentford or Burnley, but that's fine. We can totally work that. That's another massive win. Come on. Here we go. That was special. Nobody gave us a chance. But we've done it. We're back in. Airborne, how are we doing? Found the right tactic for your beta save. Spend so many hours to make it fit this year. No, I've not found the right tactic. Like, it works for half a game, and then I've got to fix it, and then the next match it's like they've forgotten what we were doing. So everything's all a bit different, to be honest. Amruth Disher, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Remember, of course, if you're on YouTube, make sure you drop the follows on the channel as well. By the way, I much appreciate it. And anyone who's dropping a follow in Twitch, very kind. Thank you for that. Another clean sheet. So a clean sheet against Chelsea, a clean sheet against Arsenal. Up to 16th, 11 points. So we're 6 clear of Burnley now. 13 behind Liverpool. So, okay. I mean, we might be able to make a bit of a push for the title, but I don't know whether it's going to be a quick push or a delayed one. We've now got players starting to kick off because they're not playing as well. So Bertrand Traore wants to play now, which again is fine. He wants to go out on loan. Okay, fine. Loans are good. Out you go. I mean, Jonas Wind said he wanted to play. We put him in the team. He scored. Good. That's what you want. We've also got Josh King hasn't been playing, so we might have to put him on the bench. Otherwise, Fulham are going to recall him, I'm guessing. Match day. See, we are starting to get into the working out the right clicks now. We also haven't really played Chris Rigg, so we could do with putting Riggy in at some point. Let's see how he gets on. Let's put Riggy on the bench. When's our next match? Please don't tell us we've got another international break. Game's not until the 22nd. Ugh. Here we go. International breaks. They're the worst, aren't they? Legacy says, I'm enjoying it. There's quite a few bugs which they'll hopefully get rid of. The worst ones are during the beta. It's a solid foundation to build on for the years ahead. Yeah, I mean, look, every game has bugs. Every single game has bugs. FM24, as I said earlier, still has bugs. And that game is now no longer a game. Right? Like, it just happens. Did they get rid of being able to manage national teams? Yes. Yes, Control Warrior. That has gone. But it's coming back. It is international management will return as like sort of a downloadable content with the World Cup license as well. So the FIFA World Cup license will come as well. So how that's going to work, presumably just plugs back into your game and you just add a database to it, presumably. Yeah. Oh, exactly. Like, just wait until GTA comes out, and then everyone's going to be going, oh, well, you know, yeah, what could you have done in that time? It is also free content. Yes, that's true, yeah. Yeah. Just in case anyone was questioning whether or not there's going to be another expense to that. There's not. There's not. The Saudi teams are annoying, says Luke. In what sense? In what sense? Is it the fact that they're throwing their dirty oil money around and your players are being swayed by it? Because, yeah, we used to have Morale Manager in FM24, and now it's Morals Manager. Wait until GTA 6 has bugs. Oh, 100%. 100%. But look at, like, look at FIFA. Every year, the collision detection is awful. There's always videos of, like, you know, players flying in the air. So I don't understand why anyone's surprised that Football Manager's got bugs. You know? And just saying, oh yeah, they've had 2 years to do it. They've built a brand new game. They've built a brand new game in 2 years. Most yearly releases are just updates on what is already there. So it's not like they've had to recode everything. So it's a little bit more difficult, to be honest. Amruth says, TJ, been following the podcast for some time and I love it. Thank you very much indeed. That's much appreciated. Apart from the new engine and tactics, what is one change that you think is a game changer in FM26? Oh, that's a good question. What is the one change beyond the match engine and the tactics? What's the one thing that I like? I don't think the UI is that bad. Do you know what I mean? I don't think the UI is that bad. Up the Ponk Express. Murph's in. Appreciate you, buddy. Nice to see you. How are we? Yeah, I don't think the UI is terrible. It's illogical when you first look at it, right? It's been said a couple of times, like, it's a bit like when we moved from Champ Manager to Football Manager, and that took a bit of like getting used to. But if you even go back to some of the old Football Manager games, like Football Manager 14 or Football Manager 13, try and follow it. Do you know what I mean? Like, even compare that to Football Manager 24, it's different. It's different, right? It works in theory, but not in practice. There are so many poorly optimized screens. Yeah, for the first time, Dan. This is the first time, but it might... As a base, I think it's all right. I think they've got something to work with. The transfer room, as Rougeau says, that could potentially be really, really good. That could be really good. We'll have to wait and see how it works for us. Oliver Glasner's been sacked by Crystal Palace. There we go. What's the ratio of people using skins and default UI in FM24? Also has to be accounted for when people complain about the UI because skins aren't here yet. That is a great point, Owen. That is a great point. Yeah, like, and there is part of that people are used to playing in a certain way and used to certain things. So, yeah, the vanilla skin is often replaced, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But yeah, there is flaws with the UI. Like, it's good. It's not perfect, but nothing's perfect. But I do feel like I'm getting more into it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do actually feel like I am making progress, and I am starting to understand why I'm here and what the game is meant to do. So, in that sense, that's a good thing. Yeah? UI is okay, but at the minute my MacBook, the text is either really small or blurs when I make it bigger. Hopefully they fix it because it's a deal breaker as it is. I think Nails on Wheels, I think they will be optimizing things like that. I would imagine they'd be doing that and getting the getting all the UI fully worked out for everyone's laptops and stuff, because yeah, it's clearly not going to just be done right now and go, yeah, there you go, it's finished, that's it. Everything's going to change. There's still plenty of time for everything to change. Even though the game has not reached the expectations of some yet, I feel it's a major step in the right direction. I would say that's probably a fair assumption, Amroth. Yeah. Just because it's not there yet doesn't mean it's not there at all. Yeah, it's the same complete people complained about 24 when it came out. It's just people, innit? People love to complain. People love complaining. And whether that's rightly or wrongly remains to be seen. If there's a really, really good point to be made, then I think we need to find it and we need to discuss it. And SI need to take that on board. But if there's just feedback that you can't work with, which is, it's shit, I don't like it, then right, how do we work with that? That's not a thing. Some people will never be happy, says Luke. Exactly. Welcome and appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you. It took them 2 months to make the game good. From what? From 24? Yeah, probably. You're not going to get FM26 working perfectly on day one. Some people are complaining that they can't get 12 bookmarks. Some people are complaining that their ultra-wide monitor doesn't scale. Like, oh, boo-hoo-hoo, there's first world problems, isn't it? Sunderland a second in real life, it's nuts. It's not nuts if you didn't realise that Sunderland were actually quite decent. It's only nuts for people who weren't paying attention. As humans, we don't like change. It's a big change. SI made no secret of that. Oh, absolutely. And I've already said that there's a lot of neurodiversity in the Football Manager community as well. Let's not beat around the bush. That also does create slight issues when it comes to change. It's not even day one yet. It's day -9. That's a great point, United White Leeds. Yeah, it's day -9 and people are already complaining. Fucking hell. It's not nuts. We were told nearly half the Premier League is shit considering we haven't played anyone till today. Yeah, but remember though, 33, the Premier League is the greatest league of all time, apparently. Until you do well in it, and then everyone goes, oh yeah, actually it's a bit rubbish. I was saying it was shite for years. There is, of course, this beautiful irony that I've hated on the Premier League for so long, that I'm now in a position where Sunderland have been promoted to it and are going to win it at the first attempt. And I'm going to have to sit there and be like, yeah, we've won the Premier League, deal with it. That would be funny though, wouldn't it? Okay. Oh, this is Fulham with the ball. Uh-oh. This feels like it's going to at least be an opportunity or a goal for them. Good cross in. Oh, come off it. Not another penalty. How? Three penalties this season. 3. All for pushing. Some things never change in Football Manager. They never change. These are decisions that are going to ruin our season. Next time, pay the ref. I think you could be right. Yeah, maybe we have to attack these teams rather than... we've dropped down to 18th. Oh, dear. 2-0. Yeah, we need to do something in this second half now, don't we? Didn't I tell you? Like, we can beat the Arsenals and the Chelseas of this world, but nobody else, apparently. Who's number 15? Alderete, beaten in the air. Gave away the penalty, beaten in the air. Right, it's time for Ponk. It's time for Ponk to come on. You've been terrible, lads. Right. Alderete getting replaced. Where's Ponk? In you come. What on earth has gone on out there? There's just nothing, isn't there? Absolutely nothing from the lads. I think we have to look at what we're going to do. Brobby, Mayenda, double change. Big damn Ballard off as well. Let's go back. You know what? Yeah, fine. Let's take. Actually, maybe not Ballard. Let's put Reinildo. for Mayenda. Without possession. Hume out there. Mukiele there. Right. Gegen press as well, I think. Let's go with that. See how that's going to work. Oh, yeah, we could put Gertrude on actually. That's good. Not a bad shout. Confused you saying Ponk and thinking Ponk and wonder whether Pepsi Phil made it to FM. Yeah, he's the Ponk of personality. Oh, Dan Neil gives the ball away. This is really poor. Dynamic uses extended highlights. It does, and then some, to be honest. There's quite a lot of highlights. Okay. Throw in. Mukiele. Inside. Wind. Mayenda. Oh! Off the post. Well, that was something. That was better than nothing. Mukiele's throw. Siddiqui. Mukiele. Good cross in. Nodded away. Chukwueze brings it out. Enzo Lefebvre back inside. Dan Neil. Jonas Wind isn't going to get there though. Siddiqui. Okay, Mukiele. Talbi. It's into nobody again. This is better though. At least when we lose 2-0 we can see we've actually had a shot. I mean, we've seen a highlight. Dan Neil. Oh, Wind. Nicely back-heeled. Oh, Mayenda off the post. Wind. Oh. Almost. That was definitely better. Right. You've got Talbi out wide. Let's Isadora out. Well, here's Talbi again. Hang on. Talbi inside. Jonas Wind makes it 2-1. The comeback's on, everyone. Surely it is. It's got to be. Good work from Talbi. Jonas Wind takes a touch. He shouldn't have. He should have just put his foot straight through it. If you went on holiday for 2 weeks, how many mails would you have? You'd basically be a post office, Barton. Right. Oh, hang on. Iwobi's just gone straight past Mukiele as if he's not even there. He's embarrassed him. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what you do. You can get back into the game, but then you're straight back out again. There's enough men back as well, but none of them seem to go for a header. And him is Jimenez that tall? Is he? I mean, he must be a fair size for none of my players to even consider trying to challenge him. Oh, actually, out of possession, he needs to come there, doesn't he? Midfielder, and then in possession, Lefebvre. You go there, and he can be the advanced playmaker. Got any other options for anyone else? Robbie for Wind, possibly. Does Talby come off? No, keep him on. Right. Go on then. Let's see. I was in London the day of the playoff final. Happened to be at the King's Cross area. Just heading out the tube just as Sunderland walking out the hotel. Coaches every player. Stop to appreciate the supporters. Yes, DM. I like that. Decided to get behind the team when I saw it. Yes, we've made a fan of you. Right, here's Lefay. Corner in. Headed away. Gertruda. Where's Dan Ballard? Why is he not getting on the end of these? Gertruda drops his shoulder. Inside, into the side netting. That's no use to us, is it? Right. So are we going to be sit with 18th? Pressure's on, isn't it? Where's Fulham gone? Fulham are 10th. Ugh. "17 points from 9 games is incredible." That is incredible. We've got not 17 points from 11 games. We've got 11 points. That's a tough one to take, that, because I don't think we were 2 goals worse. Look at that. 20 shots from them, 19 from us, 9 on target, 5 for us. 54%, 46%. Not dreadful, but we need to start picking up points, don't we? This is the thing. Eddie Howe sacked by Newcastle. There we go. I suppose we can have that. I just think we need to maybe stop conceding penalties. That would be quite handy. You know, throw 2 bottles in the dressing room. Yeah, head and shoulders treatment. Supporters are concerned. Oh, God. Yes, we all are. We all are. Disappointing in Lefay and Isidore. Yeah, me too. Lefay and Isidore just not really playing well enough for me. So let's keep them out of the team for now. Here we go again. I mean, are we? Where's the jobs board? Let's find out. Let's get to know where that is, shall we? Job site. Where's the confidence thing? Let's work that out, shall we? Where is it? Under career? Jobs available. Right. So that's only for available jobs. What's job security available? Right, okay. Insecure. Let's now start scrolling down and see where we become. Again, all the formatting would sort of make a bit more sense. Oh, there's TJ. Stable for now. Right, okay, stable. But remember, we are expected to only battle bravely against relegation. Yeah? Lack of ultra-wide support has been very off-putting. I mean, bless you, Crypto, for you know, for struggling with your ultra-wide monitor. But the game isn't out for another 2 weeks. So maybe it will be. Maybe it will be. Have I noticed in the new game the results screen, even if you win, sometimes the score appears from left to right? I haven't noticed that. If you've noticed that, I would log that as a bug though, Drawer, because that sounds like a bug. Definitely flag it. And Booler as well. Team Talk screen looks somehow disconnected from the rest of the screen. Can't tell why. Again, might be a design thing, might be a bug. Not sure. But I think at the minute it's possibly a design thing. Right, Patrick Bamford's unsure about what's happening as well. %10 discount is sure tempting, but a juicy $6 to wait for the full release. What's that in terms of buying the game? Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, there's no rush to. There's no rush. I mean, if you wanted to use the discount code and treat yourself to a $6 off, that'd be great. I mean, I get a little support from Fanatical for doing it, but there's certainly no pressure. Okay, where's our fixture schedule? Are we on? Okay, Bournemouth, final match of November. That would tie in quite nicely. Okay. And that then gives Chris a chance to try and work out what to do from tonight's stream. I think it's very much... The thumbnail is probably going to be me and Ronan Keating in a roller coaster. Because... we've been a bit up and down, haven't we? To be honest. Some things have gone well. Not many things, really. If you want to make it that be my guest. I'm probably not going to be honest, Chris. I think we... I think if we can get, if we could win, if we could get a win, that would be lush. What would you say is the hardest thing to deal with in the UI? The UI, learning where things were initially. Like for the first couple of games, finding out where things are, because sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Like you're looking at it going like, where is it? And it's not there. But then use the search bar. The search bar is great. That genuinely helps you. Can he get inside? He can, can't he? Moves inside to centre back. I don't want him to go inside to centre back because we've got enough centre backs there. The fact your finance screen doesn't show transfer budget is a prime example of why the UI functionality might not necessarily be informative. Yeah, but your transfer budget is in recruitment, so you can get from there, can't you? I get that you might want it there. I think this is the problem, right? Is that there are so many places that information is duplicated in Football Manager, and we've all kind of got used to wanting to find things in certain areas. So when they're moved, we then obviously look for it and be like, that's not where I thought it was going to be. So there is a little bit of that where it's like, is it a bit on us because we want something and because we've sort of got used to something? I'm wondering if it's a bit of that. Like it might be, but I don't know. Do you know what? I'm gonna take Mukiele out and put Brobby up top. Let's see if we can. Jonas Windorf for my ender. See if that'll help. We'll go 4-2-4 and we'll go gegenpressing. Match of the day was good. What, have we already been on? Wow. Treat this as an on-FM game. Yeah, treat it as a brand new game. That's the thing. Treat it as a brand new game. Yeah, how would you learn this new game? I love that thought process. Maybe I've got to do more rotation as well than I give myself credit for. Yeah. I found something I like, tells you when yours youth intake is. Yes, that is quite good actually. That's very good. Okay, come on then. Last match of the stream. Okay. Bournemouth at home. Sepp, appreciate the follow, my friend. Fingers crossed for a decent result. Yeah. Let's end the stream with a win. That's what we want. Yeah. Is next gen still a thing on FM26? I don't know actually. We've not played that long to find out, to be honest. So I don't know. Has anyone got that far in game just yet? CWD, appreciate that. Appreciate the follow. Next gen is apparently in. Good. Yeah, I mean, there's been a slight issue, Rich, where we have slipped again in the league rankings. Despite, some good results, we've also had some bad results, and the bad results are the problems. And there's Clivert. Oh, speaking of bad results, it's a good finish, that, isn't it? But that's a nice one too. Keeps us 18th. It's not brilliant. Burnley are on 5 points. We're on 11. And we maybe have to go more direct, I think. Maybe if we stretch the play as well. We're quite narrow at the minute, so let's go wider. Although by going narrow, I was trying to remain a bit defensive, but we have to go positive, aren't we? We're at home. We've got two up front. I'm spending ages watching matches on comprehensive because I would like the new visual ME. No, this is another corner. This is going to be Ballard heads it away. When playing wingers and wing backs, you have the overlapping runs. Oh, disallowed. I'm just waiting for this to tell us that it's actually given. No, it's not. It's disallowed. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I would still like some lines to tell me when these players are on and off. So yeah, we've obviously tried to sort of push things on a little bit and try and attack, but 6 shots, none on target. This is the problem. Like, offensively, we're not very good. Or maybe not very good, but just not very effective. Then we lose the ball. We just refuse to tackle for it. We've got get stuck in on, but they just don't seem to be bothering. I'm okay. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Nice header, but no one's there. They've literally blown the whistle the second we got a flick on. Ugh. I've got a feeling we're going to get things that are not going well. And we're going to get everyone on our back shortly. Oh dear. What do we do? What do we do? Can't go on like this. I mean, it can, Dan. It can and it will. Don't try and tell me that it can't, because it 100% can. In possession. Right, Siddiqui probably sits there in possession then. I don't even know. I'm just clicking buttons. Who knows? Who knows? Arsenal, the WSL. I think that's actually harder, Rich, because with that, you've got to win. Like, you have to win. Whereas with, at least with Sunderland, we're expected to be near the bottom. You know? There's Ranildo. There's Marla. Oh, good ball. There's no one's... Miranda just doesn't run for it. Yeah, so if we can get something working here, then we've done much better. That's a silly ball, isn't it? Wasted ball down the line. There's a greater sense of satisfaction here as well. Talby. Go on, Talby. Oh, over the top. That's a bit of intent. We still haven't managed to hit the target over the shot, though. That's concerning. What I found with any new FM is a little tweaks. It's easy to learn how things work when you've got good players. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I always say you either practice with a team that you know, so you know how those players are, how the team plays, and then who you'd want to sign, or you practice with good players. And then when it's easy, and you sort of put the standard formations in. We've scored no goal. Oh, for God's sake. Oh. We've shot ourselves in the foot. Oh. The problem I'm finding is that whenever we look like we're getting a moment of anything, it's just instantly crushed on the counter-attack. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can have a bit of momentum for like a couple of minutes, and then it's like, right, yeah, they'll just go straight down and score. Like, where's Ballard there? Like, Ballard's meant to be getting on the end of those corners, surely. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Oh! Should practice with easy teams like Man U. I did. I had Man U on the alpha. I should have kept that save going. We weren't allowed to, of course. Right, that's not going in. That's fine. Oh dear. Right, 2-0 down. What do we do? What do we do? Jonas Wind and Patrick Bamford aren't exactly going to give us pace, are they? But do you know what? Go on, Patrick Bamford. On you go. See if you can get us a goal. I'm just shaking my head at this now because it's just like it doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter what we try and do. I don't think that I know how to fix it. What's crossing style balanced? Yeah, it's fine. No instructions. Go back there. Attacking width is wider. Patience. Early crosses in. Let's try that. We're positive. We're gegenpressing. We're doing all the things that apparently you're meant to do. And the game's just looking at us and being like, I don't understand what you're trying to do here. This is going to be 3-0. Oh. Like, even at this point in the early access, I'm sitting here going, I know what's happening here. We had 61% of the ball. We never have the football. Dan Ballard's playing out of position. Where is he? He's centre back. Like, it's not like I've played him on the fucking moon. Oh. Ballard's playing in the stands. I know. Oh, here we come. Here we come. Here's Bournemouth about to score the third goal. Right now. I told you. I told you. Disallowed, apparently, but still. The point still stands. It was coming. Oh. I'm not suggesting this is what I do. I appreciate it's different stream. I played 10 games of a save, just experimenting with a new look. Restarted tonight and I'm enjoying it more. I mean, that would be fun. 33. To be honest, this is obviously the problem of doing something on stream is that there is part of it you're learning in front of people, so there's a bit more pressure to get it right. And we're not. We're getting it very, very wrong. We're getting it very wrong. It's tough when people are watching you not be good at it. But it's early access. This is how we learn, isn't it? This is how we learn. I don't know how we lost 2-0 there. I really don't. That own goal just killed it, didn't it? That was brutal. I think it's going rather well. George, I can't tell if you're being flippant or not. Evening, Ollie. How are you? Welcome in. Okay, fine. If we struggle, we struggle. That's just how it is, you know? I'm sure we can work it out. Team shape is interesting. Yeah, it's not meant to look like that though. That's the thing, Rich. It's just the shape is fine. It's a 4-2-4. I didn't want to play that. I wanted to play the 3 at the back. This is the problem. Maresca sacked by Chelsea. There you go. See, it's the second season's coming. Thankfully, we've got Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle, Brighton, Leeds, and Man City to come. So, I mean, if we're not in trouble now, we're in trouble in a little bit. Where's that job market? Let's see. That's the bit that's going to be good, isn't it? Right, let's just see where we sit, shall we? Still stable for now. Okay? For now. How much out of 10 would I recommend this game? At the minute, I would say it's a 7. 7 out of 10. So I think you should definitely go and get it. Okay. How do we make people happier? There isn't team meetings, is there? Team meetings, I think, has gone. So that's not really going to help either. Can I talk to Granit Xhaka? Will he? Will he be able to? Ambassador dressing room atmosphere. It's a bit poor. Let's see how we can get. Morale isn't great. Okay, cool. What are we going to do about it? Team meeting? Is there such a thing? No. No such thing as morale either. Okay. Do I reckon it'll run on Xbox? Probably. I think when you run, is there an Xbox version? There might be. Okay. Player happiness. Main factors of playing time. Right. I think. I mean, look, it's December. Okay, let's think. This video is going to be fun, Chris, by the way. This video right now is going to be where things start to, like, slide, but 2 massive wins. If we just quickly sort of, like, focus on this, for you. We beat Crystal Palace. We beat Chelsea. Sorry, no. Yeah, in this stream, we beat Chelsea and we beat Arsenal. We got hammered by everybody else. December, of course, is when things are going to go really, really bad. Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle, Brighton, Leeds, Man City. Fun. Right click on a player. Praise. I mean, there's no... Why are we praising them? We don't need to praise them, do we? We're not praising anybody. They're all been shite. Jonas Wind from Wolfsburg. So, the board pleased apart from the atmosphere. Fans are satisfied there are players in good form. Okay, cool. So they're okay with that. They're still not happy about Isidoro Lefebvre. We can fix it. Nothing's going terribly wrong so far. Feel free to clip that bit. Who we praising? They've all been shite. Yeah, feel free to clip that. That feels about right. And then let's get our defense sorted again. There must be a way of doing this. I might have to get Aaron in. Aaron might have to come and try and fix this already. Like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll sort it. Okay, once we know what we're doing or what we want to try and do, we'll be able to get something in there. Okay? Yeah, let's sleep on it. We might potentially be back tomorrow. We'll see. Depends on whether Chris wants a night off or not. I don't think he does. I think he wants to keep rolling through. Let's go with it. Right. I'm going to go and reflect on many things, I think. Thank God we've got players going after the African Cup of Nations as well. And this, of course, was with an easy start, remember. This was with an easy start. Imagine if it was difficult. Right, let's go and raid through, shall we? Who are we going to go and see? We did Sai yesterday. So let's not do Sai. Let's go to... Although we should really do Sai, but let's go and see Limo, actually. We'll go and see him. He's at Everton. So if I'm at Sunderland, you know Limo's at Everton. So right, go and do that. Go and give him some love. I'm sure we can fix this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Feel free to suggest things in the Discord. Take care, everybody. It's been fun. I might be back tomorrow. I might be back Monday. Catch you all soon. Have a good weekend. Bye now.